Howdy, hi, fellow movie watchers, and welcome back for another edition of the Wisco Movie Watchers podcast. Now brought to you by those Davies Boys, and that is us. We are your hosts, Evan and Dylan Davies. What are we doing today, Dylan?
We got a Valentine's Day special here.
Little recommendations.
Talking some romance movies, maybe some not romance movies.
It's a good day to get all kinds of movies of the Valentine's Day spirit. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to give everybody 3 on-brand recs. So very much romantic in some way, shape, or form romance movie.
I have much more than 3, but
yes,
I'll talk about mine, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, you can go 3 in depth, and then you can kind of just shout them out. That's fine. Because I did write a couple that I was like, I'll shout it out.
Well, I'll just name... So I did 3 categories.
Oh, interesting.
So I'll just name all the ones that I wrote down from that category.
That's very fair. And then we're also going to give you 3 off-brand, counter-programming recommendations for the time frame. So do they really fit into the traditional Valentine's Day, hugs and kisses vibe? No. But are they rad? Yeah. So we're gonna give them your way. So before we get started, Valentine's Day, the reason I wanted to do the counter programming is, especially in modern day, it's a counter programming movie release window.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Silence of the Lambs came out Valentine's Day, 1991.
It is far more of a time frame in which people go for counter programming to the theater. They don't go for those traditional romances. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help that the traditional romances have vanished completely.
They're streaming exclusives if they get made at all, but they don't make a lot of true romances anymore. So that's why I really wanted to highlight those, because the more you go through history, the more you go, oh wow, this is a lot of counter programming. Okay. So it's an interesting vibe. It's an interesting vibe to see. So I'm going to shout out some movies that are released around or on Valentine's Day through history that are just interesting, that hit the vibe. So on-brand releases. Pretty Woman from 1990. Pretty on-brand for Valentine's Day.
I had that written down, yeah.
The Proposal, starring Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. Pretty classic odd couple pairing Valentine's Day fare.
Mm-hmm.
Or in modern context, 50 Shades of Grey, which is hilarious saying modern context, and that movie's a decade old now. But
yeah, over a decade old.
Yeah, we're getting fucking old here. Goddamn.
I remember back in high school, everyone, I saw that book cover so much, and I was always like, what the fuck is this book about? Because I would see middle-aged women mostly carrying it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? It was a craze back then.
It was. It really took over. It was wild. I mean, and it's Twilight fan fiction, which is hilarious.
I was going to say, it's literally fan fiction. So,
but 50 Shades of Grey also released during that traditional window. Now, counter-programming, because February is both a counter-programming month and we're just going to dump a movie here as well. Yeah. You'll see that in some of mine. A first big counter-programming, My Bloody Valentine, all the way back in 1981. Big horror movie trend.
I had that down as one of my only true counter-programming, where it's literally an anti-Valentine's Day thing. Have you seen it?
No, I've never seen My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, okay. So, because you liked Black Christmas so much, you'll most likely love My Bloody Valentine as well.
Watch along?
It's very old school, low budget Canadian filmmaking, just like Black Christmas.
I'm here for that shit.
It's the cinematography is all gauzy, and it's awesome. It's a great movie. I really enjoy it.
Is that a watch along candidate?
I'd be fine with watching that.
Well, let's talk.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, like
Let's
5 years or
talk about that
so.
because we're going to try to do some live watch alongs on Twitch with everybody, and then they'll get to be kind of be commentary tracks in the later editions on specials. But still cool to be able to do that. So yeah, My Bloody Valentine is kind of the first of that milieu. Then 10 years later, you get Silence of the Lambs, which is by far the best movie released on Valentine's Day or around Valentine's Day in history.
Yeah. I mean, arguably one of the best movies of the decade.
Well, going to our this is a spoiler for our 90s episode. When we're doing our big decades project, which 2020s is available now, and the 2010s will be available this month, we talk about defining those defining films of the decade. Silence of the Lambs would certainly be in my defining
Yeah.
films of that decade. So certainly up there. But also from the 90s and just of high of quality in terms of movie dump. Vegas Vacation released on Valentine's Day or right around Valentine's Day.
Huh. That's an odd choice for that movie.
Is there anything conventional about Vegas Vacation in any way?
No, that's true. I mean, Wayne Newton has a huge role in that movie. That's about as unconventional as it gets.
As he's wooing Ellen and everything else. It's
I will
hilarious.
say, I do enjoy Wayne Newton in that movie. I
I,
also enjoy him in License to Kill.
Wayne Newton, I think. Have you ever seen Always Be My Maybe?
Yes, yes,
Great
yeah.
movie.
I really like that movie.
I think it's
Yeah,
a great movie. That's one of those that's on Netflix that should have been in the theater because it could have made some money. Because it's just a good movie. But you know how Keanu Reeves just plays a fictitious version of Keanu Reeves?
yes,
That's Wayne Newton. Wayne Newton walks so Keanu Reeves could run as his
yeah.
fictitious self. And it's really fun to see that. Also, the most famous modern counter programming right now is Deadpool. Deadpool first released around Valentine's Day,
Yes,
the
I do
original
remember
Deadpool.
that. Yeah.
And now also great Valentine's Day, let me tell you. Because as much as I love Deadpool, my wife fucking loves Deadpool. So it helps a lot, which I know it is. You like the original Deadpool, but you don't like the ramifications of what has happened because of Deadpool.
Yeah. I think they're perfectly enjoyable movies. Still haven't seen the third one, but whatever.
Well, luckily for you, Inside Out 2 beat out Deadpool and Wolverine, so you don't have to watch for the big box office series, but
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
it's an enjoyable movie. It's fun. It's fun to get to see Hugh Jackman finally have a Wolverine suit on.
That's not a Valentine's Day movie.
It is not a Valentine's Day movie, but those are the four bigger ones I want to highlight. And by four, I mean three in Vegas Vacation. I just thought would bring us a laugh. So that's
I do have one more.
oh,
It
we go.
didn't technically release on Valentine's Day, but it released, I think, in February earlier, which was 2010's The Wolfman. Because I remember seeing it on my birthday.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
great times. Great times.
Hey, I still enjoy that
I
movie.
fucking love
It
that movie.
sucks, but
It's not good. But I love that movie.
yeah.
Benicio del Toro and Anthony
Yeah.
Hopkins are apparently a family. Hilarious.
Oscar winning The Wolfman.
I love when a really bad movie wins an Oscar for a technical
Yeah.
category because forever in time you can say, "Hey," it's kind of like
Yeah. My two favorites are The Wolfman and the Oscar winning The Suicide Squad. Or I guess just Suicide Squad, not The Suicide Squad.
well, my big thing is it brings up sports talk a lot for me, where people start going only into like the ring argument, like he's got so many rings or whatever. I'm like, by the ring argument, are you trying to say Trent Dilfer is better than Dan Marino or Dan
Yeah.
Fouts or so many of these other quarterbacks? Like,
I mean,
like
Eli
all
Manning has two of them. Let's be honest here.
oh, didn't get into the Hall of Fame again this year. How you feel about that? That's your boy.
I didn't know he was eligible.
Yeah, it's after 5 years of being retired, you're eligible.
Oh, okay. I thought it was more than that for some reason.
That's five. But this year's really
Okay.
bad because they also didn't vote Belichick in.
Yeah, I remember you telling me
And
that.
then Robert Kraft also didn't get in, the owner of the Patriots.
Hmm.
A lot of
Well,
guys got snubbed this year.
Eli Manning better get in eventually.
I wouldn't be shocked if Eli has to wait 25 years to be part of the senior committee team, but which is it's a whole other thing. You have like 20, it's either 15 or 20, 25 years where you go as a modern finalist and then you pass through that if you never make it, and then you become eligible for the senior committee, to where it's kind of a, hey, we fucked
Mhm.
this up. We're going to give you a last chance to see if people vote for you. Eli deserves to be in. I will say that.
Well, it's probably because we all know he's coming out of retirement. He's going to play for the Giants next season. I don't even know how old he is
Would you
anymore.
watch football again on a regular basis if
That,
Eli came back?
that would make me intrigued.
Well, you saw Philip Rivers came back this year. Did that intrigue you at all?
No, but I'd never cared for Philip
Yeah,
Rivers.
neither of us like Philip Rivers, but it was fun to be like, Phil Rivers coming out of retirement here as an insurance scam. I love this shit. It's great.
Yeah.
But
So
it's fun.
jumping into, I did 3 categories rather than 3 movies.
Okay.
So I have, I couldn't come up with a good title for it. I just put movies that have romance that aren't totally about a relationship.
Okay.
So, the ones I got down: About Time, Her, and Dirty Dancing,
Yep.
and where is it? Oh, Pride and Prejudice. That's a little bit more romance, but
That's a true romance still.
yeah, but there's enough going on where I'm like, it's intriguing for anyone, I think.
Sure.
Because those are like ones where, is there romance? Definitely. But are you watching just because of the romance? Probably not.
I don't know about that, but I'll give it to you. Sure.
Okay, take Pride and Prejudice out. All those.
Okay, that's fine. I'll give
Yeah.
it to you.
Okay.
I'll give that. I'll give the rest of it to you. I thought you were still trying to just be like, Pride and Prejudice isn't truly just for the romance, like Dylan. What are we doing here?
It's not. Not totally.
Alrighty. Take us to your next category.
The next one I got, screwball comedies. That's my bread and butter. Love them. So more of a modern one. Modern from the 80s. Overboard. Great chemistry with Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell. Don't know if they were married during it.
They've never
No,
they've never been married.
they never got married. Yeah,
But they've been together for like 40 years, so
yeah. I don't know when they got together. If it was on the set or if it was before.
I mean, they have undeniable chemistry. They're so good
Oh,
together.
I know they're electric. They're great. Um, there's a movie that no one's ever heard of, The More the Merrier,
Okay.
which is I only watched it because it was nominated for Best Picture, and it turned out to be like it was on my top 100. I love
Oh
it so much.
yeah, that's why I've heard it. I was just like, yeah, I've heard of this movie, but I feel like I heard
Yeah.
it through you. So
The Philadelphia Story and Bringing Up Baby. Both of them have Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn. Both are great.
those are your bread and butter, as you said.
Yeah, I love them. That's my. It's just a weak point for me. I love it.
Hey,
And then
everyone's got their thing where they just love diving into that specific area.
yeah, actually, I have one here that probably should be in the first category I talked about, where they're not traditional romance, which is North by Northwest.
Yeah, but it's
It's
yeah.
a slower romance, but it's not. That's not the most of the
No,
plot.
that's one where I would say you're not watching North by Northwest for the romance. It just so
Yeah,
happens you start rooting for the romance.
yeah. And then my last category was just like if you're into the more serious romance stuff.
Yeah.
So, To Catch a Thief, really fun. Also, you could watch that without any romance and still be great. You get to look at Grace Kelly the whole time. I mean, literally one of the most beautiful people ever. Roman Holiday, that's another one. That's a pretty. It has a little bit of seriousness, but it's very fun as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then Casablanca, the obvious. And then also that's technically you could say it's counter programming because it's
Yeah,
not.
I'll talk about that. I was gonna bring
Okay.
Casablanca up, so I'll talk
And
about
then
that.
my last one was another movie no one's heard of, Born Yesterday, nominated for Best Picture, 1950. And
Okay.
that's another one that jumped on my top 100. I think
Yeah,
it was like right around 50.
you
I
really
love
did.
it.
You really did enjoy that one. So, and those are all your on-brand
Yeah.
Rex. So I- kept it simple. I only went with three. I'll shout out a couple more. First one, when I think of it, I when I think of romance, you think of that big classic romance in some way, shape, or form, and I always think the real romance of the old movies, black and white. So I went with my favorite movie couple of all time, to have and have not, starring Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, the most beautiful woman that's ever walked the face of this earth. And I'll hear no
Not,
slander otherwise, motherfuckers.
not true.
I I have been in love with Lauren Bacall since the first moment I saw her. I was like, oh my god,
I think I think that is where they got together.
it is where they got together. Yes,
Okay, I
and
was gonna say, I think it was that.
she is very young.
Oh yeah, there's quite a gap there.
She's 19 when they filmed that film.
Yeah, I mean they weren't together that long either. He died
Let's say he passed away, yeah.
in the 50s.
But they were together for at least a decade before he passed. But
Oh yeah,
like
I
they were
think
one
to
of
have
those where
now,
they were one
that's
of
like
those that was
early
crazy.
40s.
Yeah, they were that's 44. So
Oh,
it is funny where they are one of those like giant age gap couples that actually do stay together until the end for one of
mhm.
them, where which obviously you would assume it's the older one, and they worked, which is the crazy part. Like, and
Yeah,
they only had positive things to say about each other, which is wild, because in that big of an age gap kind of thing, you're like, especially in a modern context where you're like, how the fuck do you think this is okay? And like, obviously, we always have to say this about a bunch of other stuff, like different time or whatever. Still weird. I don't care what time
it's
period. It's still weird.
no. It's just the problem is the vast majority of people who are dating someone 10 years younger, really, they're doing it because they want the power over that person.
Here's a great
So
question. When this is Seinfeldian in nature, what is the scale of years in between partners when it becomes okay at certain amount of years?
I think if any of the partners is over 30, there can be any age gap. It doesn't matter.
Over 30. Okay.
Because I feel like 30 is like a good age of like they've experienced a lot of what life is.
So I was going to say, I would say like, obviously in your teens, you get 1 year, maybe two. That's it.
I'll give an 18-year-old a 20-year-old and that's it.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you get
Yeah.
a year or two, but you can't like, no,
Yeah.
like I remember in high school, even when people dated someone a year below them, I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing is, what's hilarious is that's usually proven right. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Then you have exactly, Ash, cradle robbers. Then you have 20s. I think you can go about early 20s. You can have about 2 years. Then you get in your
Mm,
late 20s. I'll give you 3 to 4.
I disagree. I think you can give 5 in your 20s.
I'm saying in the early 20s, it's a smaller gap. At the later 20s, I'll
Oh,
give you up to that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Be-
I'll agree with that.
because I will say, currently hearing a lot of drama about that from my coworkers that I love dearly, but they're all like 10 to 15 years younger than I am. Now, it's just the nature of my job. There's always younger women that are working in childcare, and listening to some of that, and they're like, "Oh, he's so old. He's like 26." And I'm like, "God damn!" But I'm also like, "It's 4 year age
Fair.
gap in a time where I don't know if you need a 4 year age gap, girl." Like,
Yeah. I just like I feel like once you turn 30, it's a lot harder for you to be taken advantage of
there's a
for the
willingness to
most
it.
part.
There's a willingness to it for the most part.
Yeah.
Where if
Cuz
you're allowing it to happen more
yeah.
often than you are being truly taken advantage of. Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard so many Reddit stories where it's like a 30-year-old dating like a 20-year-old and almost every single one is just about that guy trying to control the person
correct.
because they can do that. But
Correct. And then I would say once you hit 35, 40, I'm of your ilk where I'm like, who cares? You're too old at that point to care as much. You're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
You're also, I will say, your market is shrunk. Not as many eligible people available. So you gotta widen out the horizons of what you can do. But yeah, To Have and To Have Not is phenomenal movie. Introduces Lauren Bacall to the world. Really fun story, classic bogey toughness, and it's shot really well. It just has that classic grainy black and white feel that I really enjoy. Highly recommend. Now, to get a little bit more traditional towards modern times of the rom com, a sleeper favorite of mine is Music and Lyrics, starring Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore. I absolutely love Music and Lyrics. Fun. It's just a fun, silly rom com. And it's
Yeah.
classic
It,
odd couple pairings just working out.
it gets the job done.
Very much so. It is of that era of gets the job done rom com.
That's how I feel a lot about The Proposal as well, where I'm like, it's a fun time.
Yeah,
Like, is it a great movie? No. But
it is certainly one where I don't think you could have a bad time watching either of those movies. You just kind of go, okay, whatever. We're just having some fun time.
I know some people don't care for Hugh Grant.
Well,
So,
I mean, that's their choice, but
well, it's because Hugh Grant's kind of unlikable in real life at times.
he
Like,
can be, certainly.
at times he can definitely be just like very blunt. I'll say that,
Oh,
which
yeah.
some people don't care for.
However, I do love the story where he just lied to Hollywood for years about his agent, and it's just him with an email address and shit, where
Oh, I didn't know that.
he would change his voice on phone calls and do other stuff. And he's like, I just don't want to deal with this.
Hey, that's solid. I like it.
And I just don't want to deal with any of this shit. I fucking love that. And third, I will say on brand because I think one thing about Valentine's Day is it becomes more of a big deal when you don't have someone half the time than when you do in your life. Because it's kind of that reminder of, oh, I don't have anybody or whatever. Or if you've recently gone through a breakup, it's the reflection point of
Yeah.
either what went wrong or wow, that was really great, but our time together is over. Shout out to some of our friends there. In the comments already. V-Day becomes a big deal when you're single. Tell me about it. That's why I'm streaming a Gooner game that day. Yeah, that's fair, Ash. That's very fair. Like, it's certainly something, which, by the way, check out Ash's stream when you can. Hibiscus, she's great. We love our moderator. Love you. I went with Casablanca here because it's a great mature realization of how much do you actually love this person. Because by the end of the film, it's very obvious
Yeah.
Rick actually truly does love her. Where there's a time at the beginning where you can kind of say, if you care about her that much, why are you getting so pissy about it? Why are you being so immature
Yeah.
about it or whatever? And then you can say, oh no, he really does care. He cares about her enough to let her go.
Yeah. I mean, I'll talk about it when we do our Oscar tier list. Well, my Oscar tier list, I should say,
I was going to
because
say.
you haven't seen most of them.
Yes.
But
This is your special. It's your time to run the show. It's going to be
yeah.
fun.
But it is like, about as classic as it gets for tragic love story.
Yes. I mean, it is the prototype. Anybody who's trying to do that story looks at Casablanca to do it.
Yeah. True.
And it's an absolute favorite of mine, so I'd highly recommend. Other just quick shout outs. Miss Congeniality, love it. Great time watching
Great
the
fun.
movie. Princess Bride, low key, no one kind of remembers it just because of the fantasy elements all the time, but a great little romance story for Valentine's Day. Highly recommend.
That's one where, like, if you have a partner that doesn't really care for romance movies, if you put that on, they're not going to complain.
No, not at all. So it's just certainly something to enjoy and love at the time for Valentine's Day. And highly recommend doing it for you guys. So those would be my on-brand picks for Valentine's Day. Now I'm really excited to see what you got for off-brand because you already kind of are pseudo off-brand with your first rounds, but they all make sense. not making fun
Yeah.
of them, but then, you know.
Um, so I only have two down. One we already talked about, which was the only true counter programming I had down was My Bloody Valentine, which is a horror slasher movie. Um, if you're not into 80s slashers, will you get stuff out of it? Probably not. But it's fun. If you like Black Christmas, you'll probably enjoy it. If you like the first couple of Friday the 13th movies, you'll probably get something out of it. Um, and then the other one I wrote down, which kind of fits in more with Princess Bride, where it's like if you put it on, no one's going to complain, but there are like romance. There's romance in it, but very little, and that's A Knight's Tale.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a good little love story, but the majority of it is not about that.
And very much of the ilk of when they were trying to do updated movies set in the past, but they wanted to
Yes.
put updated shit in there for no reason.
Yeah.
But it's just fun, so you kind of just go with it.
To me, A Knight's Tale is good, whereas Baz Luhrmann, when he does it, is bad.
Yeah, Baz Luhrmann sucks. I really hate Baz Luhrmann. I really don't like his
I don't
work.
care for his aesthetic.
I don't like his work. I don't like his aesthetic. I don't like almost. I don't know if there's a single Baz Luhrmann film that I like.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I mean, I haven't seen Romeo and Juliet in a long time.
The '96 one with Claire Danes and DiCaprio.
Yeah.
I was not wowed when I saw it the first time.
Yeah, I remember not liking it too, but I probably should go back and rewatch
I
it.
didn't like Gatsby. I didn't like a lot of that stuff.
I don't like Gatsby.
It's not my
Moulin
cup of tea.
Rouge.
It's not my cup of tea with him.
Elvis.
What was that last one?
Elvis.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Clueless. I was like, what? So
No, Elvis. Yeah.
yeah. By the way, Clueless, another great one, just for some rando, just fun times watching a film. Clueless is great.
I mean, the '90s are full of like good rom coms.
Oh yeah, rom-com's great. My off-brands here, you got to go with the obvious counter-programming. Silence of the Lambs is so good, and it's got that weird undercurrent of a relationship because of Clarice and Dr. Lecter, which just fits so well in that film and then makes it really great counter-programming because it's this weird, twisted infatuation, if you will.
I would say though, if like it's true counter programming.
Yeah.
Where like if you have like a girlfriend who wants to watch a romance, definitely don't put on Silence of the Lambs.
God, no.
That's one where you might get some complaints if you put it on with the wrong person.
But with the right person, they're going to love their fucking day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Shout out to our friend Laura. Her favorite movie is Silence of the Lambs. So anytime you put it on, she's just going to be like, all right, cool.
Top 10 movie for me. I love it.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie. And then I went with The Jilted Lover or The Revenge Plot to get more of those negative feelings out during the time. So from the male perspective, I lost the love of my life and everything's been taken from me. I went with John Wick. He has nothing left of his wife, and then you kill his dog.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is like
nothing will stop this man, and it is worthwhile to watch.
I don't think of that movie as a jilted lover. I think of it as a dude who lost his dog and now he's just pissed.
Well, the thing is, this is what I find so funny is also Valentine's Day. It's important to have that pet around for you, especially if you're alone. It brings a lot of people comfort in these times where society reminds them, hey, you don't have a partner. And then that pet can really help you through. So then to lose, because the thing is this, what's so funny is I've heard some of the most heartless people in the world. People I'm like, you don't have human feelings. Like, you're terrible.
Hey, Hitler had a dog he absolutely loved.
Interesting.
And he is about the worst person in the world.
Oh, yeah. About?
Well, there's a lot of shitty people in the past. Let's be honest.
All I'm saying is if there's an all-star team for shitty people.
Oh, yeah. He's on the Mount Rushmore of shitty people.
He's a starting lineup guy.
I'm just saying, like Genghis Khan. I mean, like a third of Asia is related to him in some way because of what he did.
I mean, Stalin's pretty bad. You got
Stalin,
Napoleon's really bad. Like, well,
yeah, but he's not that as
no,
bad.
he's not that level. He's not a starter of the shitty
He's not
people.
a Mount Rushmore.
Also, I don't know if you want to keep saying Mount Rushmore as if it's a glorification. That's why I was just like,
No,
if
no, I'm
there's a
saying it's a
team of bad people, like
it's a Mount Rushmore made out of shit.
it's the Great Mighty Pooh from Conquer's Bad Fur Day, is what you're saying,
Yes, yes.
and they're gonna throw their shit at us. Nice. Which, by the way, one day I will play Conquer's Bad Fur Day on the channel. That'll be fun. I'm going through a lot of retro games this year, so it's gonna be fun to play Conquer with everybody. But you just like people can understand losing a pet half the time more than they can like a person, which is so wild, but it makes sense. It really does when you think about it. But when you first think about it, you're like, how could you ever value an
Well,
animal over a
human.
human being? You're like, no,
No,
like you
it's
don't
a
get it.
human relationship is way more complex than
Yeah,
pet relationship where it's like unconditional, 100% love.
right. And that's the thing is, it's so funny to me how many people are like, oh, he lost his wife. That's sad. And then they kill the dog and they're like, absolutely not. Murder everybody, John. Get everybody off the streets. Do it. And so I was like, you got to put that in as a good counter programming. Just let's just watch. That would be a perfect. I remember this with some of like Ab's old friends from her college days, where the ones that were coupled, obviously, they went out and they had a party, but they always did something with their partner. But then the girls usually would go and do a girls' night of some kind if they weren't coupled. And then the boys half the time would do it as well. And it was like the most ridiculous classic boy hangout. This is a boys hangout movie of like, yo, it's Valentine's Day. What are we gonna watch? Fucking watch John Wick. It's kind of like when they bring it up in How I Met Your Mother, where the solution to every problem is let's just watch Die Hard. You know, that's what I think John Wick is right now. So that's why I put John Wick in there. And then my last one, it's kind of a pair though. Jilted Lover of Revenge, Kill Bill Parts 1 and 2. Perfect for the Valentine's Day season where she's been wronged and she's coming after everybody. And it's fun. And it's Tarantino, so you can't go wrong with Tarantino.
I mean, that's probably my least favorite of Tarantino, but
Which is
it's still a
hilarious.
good movie.
No, I think both are very good, but I would agree. I don't because of Tarantino's catalog, the only one I haven't watched at this point is Jackie Brown.
Mm.
And
I think that's fine. It's whatever.
that's the thing is what's hilarious.
I know a lot of people love it,
It's
but
got Michael Keaton in it, which is why I'm flabbergasted. I've never watched it before, so it's just one of those where, yeah, when I look at it, to me, what is your favorite Tarantino movie, anyways?
Inglourious Basterds.
That's fair. Mine's Hateful Eight. It's like that. I like that snowy western aesthetic with everybody. I like the tension of just being that one
That's probably
solidified area.
that's probably on my lesser half of Tarantino.
Really,
Yeah,
and then Django, obviously great. Love Django.
yeah, that's my second favorite.
But it's just good times. Good times doing that shit. We love it. So those are some of my off-brand recs there for you, but a lot of recommendations. What are you going to be watching on Valentine's Day?
Who knows?
Well, I might be joining Ashley's stream because I know my wife is abandoning me to go hang out with her friend. So
Hmm.
it's all been approved. That's just a joke. So
Hey, let's be honest. Valentine's Day, at the end of the day, it is a gimmick.
it's a gimmick. Yeah, it's a gimmick. So I will probably be streaming to get some of these games done. So we'll probably be streaming a lot. So whoever wants to join me, you're welcome to join me. I'll probably be playing a gimmick she'd rather spend with her friends. Well done, Ash. I'll give you that one. Well done. But it is certainly something to check out. Now, Dylan, are you prepared for some more trivia? I've got some
Oh,
Valentine's Day
sure.
trivia. Alrighty. First question. This sappy romance set in the South won MTV Movie Awards Best Kiss in 2005.
The Notebook.
The Notebook is correct.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably the most famous MTV Movie Award clip of all time. Is them winning Best Kiss. Have you never seen it?
No.
Oh yeah, I, I think I just felt like everyone knew that because they go up on stage and because they're literally a couple in real life at that point, they just like jump into each other's arms and start making out on
Oh
stage.
God. I've never seen that clip, so
Yeah,
it's interesting.
I mean it's Rachel McAdams, so everyone's like, yeah, okay, and Ryan Gosling, okay,
I get it. I get it. Which is so hilarious because then they go from enemies to lovers too. Like hate each other.
real life, yes,
Yeah.
they absolutely despise each other when they started filming it.
Where are they nowadays? Obviously they're no longer together, but like are they?
I bet they're friendly.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure.
also on the Ryan Gosling train. Just watched The Big Short for the first time last week. Fun time.
Good movie. Yeah.
It's an interesting way to make a movie too. Just the way the interstitials are cut and everything.
Yeah.
It's very fun. All right. Question number 2. Which Yellowstone star plays Carolyn Bingley in Pride and Prejudice? I threw you a bone here
Caroline.
with your friends over at Pride and Prejudice.
I have no idea who the hell is in Yellowstone. Um,
That's shocking to me that you don't know who's in Yellowstone.
Kevin Costner. That's the only person I know.
Okay.
Isn't Sam Elliott? Oh no, that's like the like prequel or some shit.
That is the
I
prequel,
don't
yes.
know. Caroline. Yeah, it's the redhead. I don't know her name, but it's the redhead, and
Was
she's a total bitch.
That's correct.
Uh, I can picture her face so much. I don't know the actress's name.
Kelly Riley.
Okay. I remember having a conversation with Dad at some point where I said, I don't care for her. Like, she's done nothing wrong. She's a good actress. But I'm just like,
Eh.
I don't care for her.
Are you saying you wouldn't cross the street for her?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Still the greatest story ever told in human history. I miss that fucker so much. Alrighty. Question number 3. How many songs from Dirty Dancing charted in the top 5? Very. I was shocked
I
to
can
see this.
only I can only think okay, Time of Your Life, 100%.
Yes.
Hungry Eyes, 100%.
Yes.
I can't think of another movie that was or another song that was made just for the movie.
I was flabbergasted by that. I'm
I
trying to
love
make
Dirty
sure when
Dancing.
trying to do trivia, I'm trying to make sure I vary it up for you, so it's not just like whatever. I was a little shocked by this because Hungry Eyes goes at 4 all the way to number 4. Time of My Life,
Number one.
that was a number 1 hit for a long, long time. Like it spent almost 20 weeks at the number 1.
I mean, one best song at the Oscars.
But
Deservingly.
they also got the number 3 hit for a little bit.
Huh.
And a hint, it's sung by Patrick Swayze.
Oh, yes. Okay. So it is 3 songs?
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense though.
She's
'Cause,
like the wind by Patrick Swayze got up to number 3.
I totally forgot that song, even though I love it. Hey, great saxophone in that song.
Well, that's a prerequisite for you to love it. One day on Spotify, I want you to, because we can share playlists with people.
I literally have a saxophone playlist that it's a private one.
To do some extra content, we need to share your saxophone playlist just to be like, These are the
Yeah,
best songs with saxophone in them.
it's just whenever I come across one that I'm like, hey, that's some killer sax there.
For
So I
those who
put it
don't
on
know,
there.
Dylan fucking loves the saxophone in a song.
Yes, yes.
I'd love to get to know Dylan's top 10 odd rules in life. Like the saxophone one where you're like, if it has a sax solo, that's really good. The song is immediately better. A movie is
Yeah.
better if you can run if it's 2 hours or less. Like unless it's very necessary to
Yes.
go over the 2 hour
Has to
cut.
deserve it.
I want to get like your Seinfeldian rules of life. That'd be a
Yeah,
fun special.
I don't think I could do that.
Alrighty. Number 4. In when Mary in oh my god. In When Harry Met Sally, Harry and Sally meet when leaving the college they attended. Which college did they attend?
Shoot.
I did it kind of tiered, so we go up in difficulty here.
Yeah,
This would be your 4-pointer.
because they moved to New York. But I don't know from where.
Also, we should mention all these other ones. Harry Met Sally, great on brand programming for
Yes,
Valentine's
but
Day.
I don't really consider that like a Valentine's Day type movie though. I look at that as like a New Year's Eve.
Well, it's because it's set at New Year's. I get it. At the end of the
Like that's
movie, but it's not even set
yeah.
at New Year's. It's just set at whenever.
I think of that as a very New Year's or like autumn fall movie.
Sure.
Um, I'm just gonna take a wild guess here and say if they were driving there, let's go with Ohio State.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It is the University of Chicago.
Ah, okay, okay.
Great campus. Great campus, by the way.
Huh.
I had a friend
University.
who did their thesis at U of C, and I went there and did a little. He was doing comedy at the time. It was right as the shutdown was starting, so it was when everyone was kind of figuring out what the shutdown meant, without everything being fully closed down. And so their comedy class couldn't do a thing like they did. It was like 12 people all trying to do comedy stuff. So they just hosted their own event. While the whole place was like ghost. Like there was no one. So I was just walking this beautiful building. And I was just like, yeah, I'll show up. And then I just randomly performed too, where I was like, yeah, if you want extra people to perform, sure. My set, let me go watch my set quick so I can remember it and then I'll go do it. So, and I did like 5 to 10 minutes too. But beautiful campus. Oh, is it Amazon or is it Arrival? I do love the fact that he's just a fixture of this show.
I don't think he's barking at anything, honestly.
The secret third or fourth option.
Yes.
And your final trivia question of the day. What is the name of the pianist that plays Sam in Casablanca?
Oh, the actor.
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say you literally just gave it to me, but I did know Play It Again, Sam.
Yes.
Also,
one of my favorite movie songs of all time. As time goes by, it's glorious. What a great tune.
it's good. I can't even think of a musician at the time. Because all the musicians I'm thinking of are from the 60s. Yeah, I have no idea.
Dooley Wilson is your answer. Dooley Wilson.
Never would have gotten that.
That's why it was the 5-point question.
He looks like Louis Armstrong to me.
He does have some Louis Armstrong traits.
He's got like the very round cheeks.
Yes, it's the round cheeks that give it away. But that is your trivia. I gotta start keeping track. Let's see how many points you can amass through the year as we do this.
Well, I did better last episode.
I will say, yes, you did better for Cool Runnings, which is hilarious because
Yeah,
you went in with Cool Runnings of got nothing to say, got nothing to do, but I'm here. We
Yeah.
still give everyone a great show, and it's fine. And that's what we did on this episode. So these are all our Valentine's Day recs. We hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day wherever you are, celebrating however you want to. Whether you don't celebrate at all, or if you're doing the most romantic thing in the world with your partner or partners, we don't really care. We don't judge you. Have some good old time and have some fun. But if you watch a movie, we recommend these ones. So go check it out. But we thank you. If you are on Twitch with us, stay with us. We got one last episode. We'll be covering Spirited Away. If not, you can look forward to that episode coming out right after this one on Spotify and YouTube. If you want to, go check out the dulcet tones of our voices once again on those Davies Boy YouTube channel. And you can find us on Spotify under the same name, which is going to be great. And also, we're working on the RSS feed so we can get you more music feeds so we can be wherever you get your podcasts as opposed to just Spotify, which apparently I didn't know how many people used Apple Music. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm a Spotify guy, but I get it.
I've never had an iPhone, so
Me either, because iPhones are bad, and I don't like it. I like it. I've had a BlackBerry though, which is hilarious, because that's a completely different thing in life. Granted, it was a loaner from a friend, but nonetheless, interesting. Yes, if you could, please like, comment, subscribe, follow wherever you're finding this. It would be super helpful. It helps us out. If you're on Twitch, stay with us. If not, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Wherever you are, it is appreciated. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. Peace, love, and hugs. Goodbye.